from Fairfield, Connecticut, J.J. Henry.
J.J. Henry has learned some things during his time on the PGA Tour, and that wisdom keeps him hungry for more.
I just turned 38. In most sports at this age, you think you're looking for something else to do, but I'd like to think my best golf is still ahead of me.
And while Henry is reflecting on his game to go forward in the sport, that ideology is especially true when it comes to making the most for him, from tee to green.
I've always been a really good ball striker, a driver of the ball, total driving, greens and regulation. You know, you don't have to be a rocket science to figure out where you need to improve, especially when you're playing at the highest level.
Henry has hit almost 69% of greens in regulation during his career, ranking in the top 25 in ball striking in all but 3 of his years on tour, and he's tied for 35th this year. But that doesn't always guarantee success on the putting surface.
Sometimes, unfortunately, it can be misleading. You hit 15, 16 greens around, but if you're not hitting it close, it obviously doesn't do much for your score. This is my 13th year on tour, so I've done something right. But at the same time, I can try to work on my proximity to the hole and obviously my short game and around the green.
And that is where Henry believes he needs to make the most improvement.
I think I'm a pretty good lag putter and a short putter, but I just don't feel like I'm making enough birdies to really give myself a chance week in and week out.
And the stats don't lie. So far this season, Henry is tied for 115th in proximity to the hole. Consequently, he's tied for 136th in scoring average and 184th in birdie average.
It's such a fine line every week between making a cut and giving yourself a chance to win a tournament. I've been out here long enough, I feel like I know what I need to do.
But the one part of the short game at which Henry has always excelled are the knee knockers. He's made all but 2 of his putts inside 3 feet this season. And it's a simple approach that makes him successful.
It's not necessarily all about speed and so much direction as it is alignment, because let's be honest, how often are you going to leave a 3-foot putt short or really whack it way past the hole? So if you line the club face up with the ball on a 3-footer and you're lined up somewhere most of the time inside the hole and put a good stroke on it, the ball's going to go in.
And it's those simple thoughts that Henry will lean upon as he tees it up on the back 9 of his career.
Now, again, as I transition to the second part of my career, which is a little bit more of the veteran player that's been out here as opposed to that young whippersnapper, if you will, that I can take some of those experiences I've been in and push that going forward.